Good afternoon, this is Chris Brecher with the Chart Patterns Mastery / Simpler Trading free video for February 25th, 2025. So what's this all about? Well, I try to teach my subscribers about what to key off of every day. Not what I key off of, but how to learn it. As the key is to make money at this in the long run. And the only way I'm going to do that is to be able to show you what I've learned and try to transmit it. So just to let you know, what we're watching now is why are traders keying off Bitcoin? So the first thing you might ask, why aren't you keying off the bond market? Because right now people are worried about growth. So what's happening in here, and I'll show you, we're going to take just two simple moving averages. We're going to go and take the 20 and the 50. And the 200, three moving averages on the left. That's it. On the right, three moving averages, we can take off the 9. What's happening in here is people aren't caring about the bonds, they're caring about growth. Now, whether it's justified or not, that's what people are worried about with political stuff and all that. So on the right, we're going to put the ES. As you see, the ES is way above the 200 moving average, way above it. Way above it. On the other hand, it was above the February 3rd levels. On the other hand, a lot of growth-oriented indexes were not only under their 200, but blast under that February 3rd panic low that night when Trump announced possible tariffs. So the Russell was under both. That meant to me that, and the transports were under both. So to me, the theory was that at the minimum, the S&P would go to the February 3rd levels and the NASDAQ would go. And they did. This was posted last week, just so you know, last week. And they worked. Now, ultimately, if the transports on the left and the Russell on the left fail to reclaim this after an oversold rally, then I think the NASDAQ and the ES can go over even lower. So what was the excuse today for the NASDAQ going down? The excuse today, in my opinion, was Bitcoin. Because to me, this is the ultimate Trump trade. So, and you don't have to agree, but a lot of traders thought there was a lax in regulations. They were going to monetize Bitcoin in some way and that it would go nuts. Well, it did go nuts. Don't get me wrong, it went nuts from here, right at the election all the way up. So people are like, yeah, the Trump trade, fine. Well, and what happened here? On the left, markets went from here like I predicted, had the sell-off after the euphoria of the election. Then they rallied into the inauguration. All of this was expected and posted before it happened. The problem now is people are worried that if Bitcoin goes down enough, like you see on the left, I'm not saying it is yet, but it sure looks like a top. So if it does break, it looks like it's broken to me, but if it keeps going, then a lot of people are like, uh-oh, if there's a Trump trade in Bitcoin, is there that kind of trade in the equities? Now, I'm not saying agreeing with any of this. I'm not talking about it political-wise. I'm talking about what traders are perceiving. And right now, what they're perceiving, in my opinion, is basically that if this happens, this could happen. That's all. So people got spooked today. When Bitcoin broke this morning, people got spooked. When Bitcoin stabilized, traders bought it, bought the NASDAQ. So the key now is what's Bitcoin going to do tomorrow? That's the big key. Is it going to hold here and go all the way and just invalidate any breakdown? Or is it going to have another leg down? That's what everybody wants to know. So that's where we are right now. Keying off the Bitcoin, and I would key off the Russell. For the Russell to act this poorly when the bond market was up, because keep in mind, the bond market in the long run, the Russell and the bond market had correlated pretty well. So when the bond market had sold off on daily charts, so did the Russell. Except this time, the bonds went up and the Russell kept down because people are worried about growth. So if this continues down, yeah, I think it's bad for the ES and NASDAQ. On the other hand, if I'm going to try to grab a hold of something, it'll probably be the Russell because it's already at all the levels I expected. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chris Brecher, and I'm Senior Managing Director of Stocks at Simpler Trading. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like our content, please leave us a like and a comment down below. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell notification icon so you never miss any of our great new content coming out. Good trading, and we'll see you at the next video. Take care.